How's it going, guys? My name is Spectral Fox, and today I'm going to show you how you can use HXD and Umodel to get any skin you want in the game within reason. Now, the programs that you're going to need for this are HXD and Umodel. I will leave both the programs in the description. So, step 1. You're going to open Umodel, and you'll be taken to this page. First things first, you will have your game in the top left here. So you're going to press these 3 dots, and you're going to copy this path that I've got. It's basically to your Fortnite game. You find where your Fortnite game is, you go through there until you get to content packs. Once you've done that, you click over game detection, Unreal Engine 4, and go to the bottom one for Unreal Engine. Always use the latest version of Unreal Engine. So you do that, and you press OK. Now, then you have to get the AES key. So, to do that, I have mine already saved every time. So, the way I get the AES key is I'll leave a link to a website that under the tag AES key. And in that website, you'll be able to find the AES key every time there's a new update, because the AES key changes every update. Now, the AES key is basically like a little password to get into it. So, just let all this load once you've put it in. Alright guys, so now we've got the model. So you can make it bigger if you want to. Now, this looks very, very confusing at first, I understand that, but you should be fine. So, I'm going to leave a link to this website too. So this is Fortnite IDs by Danny Lex X. He's French, I'm pretty sure, so I'm not sure how you pronounce that. But I'll leave a link to it in the description. So this website will show you their CIDs, so character IDs, because everything in Umodel is codenamed. So let's say you want Renegade Raider, it won't be called Renegade Raider in a file. So for example, we are going to try and get, so certain skins are a pain in the ass to do as well, because it requires material swaps, not just model swaps. So once you're on this website, you can just scroll through and find which ones you want. I'm going to go and attempt to do the tiger skin today. I'll leave a picture on the screen now of what skin that is. So, looks like her code name is Tiger Fashion, and if you can't find it, the names, you can get this little bot. I don't know where I've got it to, but if you really want an invite to this server, I can invite you to my server. And the way the bot works, if you want to find where it is, you type in path, make sure your caps are correct, and you spell it right, which I think I just didn't do. Even out of the bot is down. I'm just going to copy that just to make sure. Just do question mark, path, and then put in the name of the character. There you go. So yeah, Tiger Fashion. So now, that's his code name, Tiger Fashion. So you're going to go down from here, and you're going to go characters, player, female, right, so the way this works is smaller just characters from Save the World, larger the big brute characters such as Big Chuggers and Brutus. So you can go medium, because that's the normal characters. You know, bodies. Now, we're going to look for Tiger Fashion. Should be anywhere around here. There we go, Tiger Fashion. So, sorry about that. So, you press the arrow down, meshes, you click meshes, and now you do the one that's called tigerfashion.usm. So we'll double click that just to make sure, and yes, that's the skin. Then you press File, Open, you're going to right click it, copy package path. This is where you get your notepad open, and you save that. Now you're going to have to follow me carefully here, because this is a tricky part. So you're going to paste that in, and you're going to delete your asset at the end. You're going to select this where it says F, and copy all this to the dot. You're going to copy that, and you're going to repaste at the end. Then you're going to enter a few times, and you're going to go back on your HXD, you're going to go to parts, and you're going to want the face asset, the face asset.uasset. Now the face asset is the thing on a head, so this could be hair. Let's say you're using a ruby skin, it'll be a hat and a hair. So we're going to grab that, and we're going to copy it. Once again, we're going to paste it, delete your asset, get it from the F, put it here, it'll be M for males because it's male skin, F female, M male. Now we want a head. So we're going to scroll back up and go to heads. And we're going to look to Tiger Fashion head. Now it seems that her head doesn't have her own file. So what that means is it's going to be a head that's already used, and from the way it looks, it's going to be the Rio head. So if you're confused by that, what I mean is almost all the Fortnite characters, their head models are used with similar skins. So obviously some of the skins are that default called Ramirez. I'll put pictures on the screen now. There's the Headhunter default. I'll put pictures on the screen now for that. So this skin will take already as a file that's being used for another head. So the way we can find this out is use this other website. This website isn't updated that often. As you can see, it was last updated in 2019. So I think the skin should be on here, but at the same time I don't think it is. No, the last thing on it was Snow Patroller. So the problem with that is we can't tell. We won't be able to get the exact head, but that's fine because the Tigress skin, let me just get a 3D model of it. So if I search for it, should come up, Tigress. No, I don't want it in-game view. Right. But as we can see, the Tigress skin has this thing in the back of the head, so you won't be seeing the head anywhere. So I'm going to use a skin that will have makeup on the face. I'm going to use the Fable skin. So unfortunately I'll have its red makeup on the face, but there's nothing we can do about that. So the next part is you want to get her CID. So the CID is going to go to right here. As you can see, we have the CID here. We're going to copy that, paste, dot, paste. I'm just going to leave that out of the way. Next step, you want to find, so next step, you need to Control C this, and now we're going to go to HXD. Here's HXD, so you can press Control O, or you can press File Open. Now once again, you're going to have to go find your pack file. There's my mat in this, so do as you will with that. And you're going to want Mac Chunk 10 underscore Windows Client Pack. Double click that and open it. Okay, so now you're going to press Control F and you're going to get your code. You're going to Control C this code. You're going to paste it into here. All you have to do from here is just press OK. Leave this to search. I'll be back when it's been searching. Okay, so now we're back, and all you have to do, so make sure this is highlighted from here, don't touch anything from here. What you want to do is go where it says 2F, grab before, and remember where it were, so it went at 60. The way you can tell you're doing it right is you can look it on the right, and it ends with the F dot Tiger Fashion. So what we're going to do, we're going to grab that again, just for one last show. There you go. Now you're going to copy it, and you're going to paste. There you go, so there's your code. Now you're going to go down a bit more, and you're going to want to go to the one where it says anim.bpc. So when I see that, I double click a little bit above it, and it'll highlight the next code you need. This is the animation file. Without this, your character will be T-posing when you move around. So you're going to grab this, Control C, Control V. You can also grab the name if you want to be. So that's what I'm going to do here. There's the name. So, next stage. So we've got the body, the mesh code, and we've got the animation hex code. The next step is you're going to want to do the same thing with the face asset, and if you have a head that you want to use, you're going to do the same thing there. So Control C, Control V. So, once again, grab the code. I'm going to do this for the rest of it, and just speed up for you guys. Okay, so now we've got both the codes. The problem is I think this launched yet. Did not mean to do that. Okay, so you've got the face asset codes, and the face asset animation codes. The next thing you're going to want to do, You're going to want to copy your CID. And then you're going to want to Control O. Windows, you're going to want, not Windows, sorry. You're going to want Pack Chunk 0, Windows Client Pack. Double click that. Control F. Paste. Okay. Now, you're going to copy this on the left, once again. You know the drill by now. You're going to want to paste this and do your CID. There's your character. Once you have all these codes, what you're going to do is you want to get the skin you want to swap with. So you need to make sure you have the skin on your account, and you also need to make sure the file name and the hex code is longer than the one you want to swap with. So I'm going to use the Fable skin. The reason I'm going to use this Fable skin is because I know that it'll work because it's a female skin. You can use male too, but it messes with the animation a little bit in my experience. So, female skin. It's got a very, very long file name, so that means a long hex code. And the only difference you'll really see in the skin is if you look at the front of the skin, which you won't be doing in game anyway. It'll just have makeup on his face. So, thankfully, I already have the Fable files, because that's her file name is all here, Red Riding. I will be happy to leave this. I'll be happy to put all these codes in my server. If you want to join it, I'll put an invite code in the description. So, what we're going to do is we're going to get both the codes, and we're going to copy this Red Riding code. What you'd normally do is you just get you'd get the body code, you'd get the face asset code, and you just do everything he did here the exact same with the Fable going through HXD, and then you just paste it all above. So you paste it here. I'm going to have it like that. So there's the body. And now we're going to get the body animation, Fable. Paste that above. So there you go. Now what we know we're in the good, because these names, the top name is longer than the bottom. Always put the skin that you're using as the top and the one that you want to have underneath. So you can set this out however you want. I'm just doing it the comfortable way that I do it. So now we're going to get her face asset. Paste it there. We're going to get the eyelash animation. It's called here, but it's just a face asset. I think that is. Yep, should be it. Make it as comfortable as you want it. And then finally, we're going to get the CID. Ignore what this says here. It's just a completely different code. Okay, we can back out of that now. Now we've got all the codes lined up. Problem is, her CID is longer than Red Riding's. So, how we're going to fix that is we're just going to use a completely different CID. Now the problem, what's going to happen here, is in lobby, it won't show the skin that you've actually swapped with. So, for example now, when I get into game, this is going to show the character as the recon expert. But once we get into game, it won't actually be the recon expert. So, now the next step you need to do, when your codes are longer at the top, you just need to fill out the bottom one underneath with zeros to replace every of the two numbers. So what you can just do is Control C over that. There you go, just get rid of it, it's too long. So again, fill out. Done. So again, fill out. Done. Fill out. Done. And the CID is already done because I did that earlier. Right, so set how you want. I tend to have a 2 spaces where I'm about to go on an ever code. Now, for the fun part. So, we have to make sure you've clicked at the top. Make sure you're on Windows 10 too. Then press Control R. We're gonna erase anything you have there. Click hex values. Prompt on replace. All. Once you've got that sorted, you get make sure you're grabbing the numbers, not the text. So you get the top code, and then you get the one underneath it. Paste it in. Press replace. Press all when that pops up. And if it presses all, you should know you've done it if it comes with the all setting. Okay, so it'll come up with this once it's done. The red is good thing, so don't worry. Press OK. And you do the exact same thing for every single code until you're at the CID. Once you're at the CID, I'll come back to you and explain what's going on. Okay, so we've done up to the CID. So as you can see, the next thing I'm going to do is the CID. So what you're going to want to do is save it with this icon at the top left. When it's saying creating backup, press cancel. Yes. Now that all that red text will turn black. So next you're going to click onto your patch on 0. You're going to make sure you go to the top. Always just do that. Go to the top and press before the zeros. I don't see that. Press Control R whilst you're on the patch on 0. And just do the same. But once you're doing the CIDs, you need to make sure you're doing it on patch 0. Replace all. Done. Go to the save. This will say create a backup for some reason. And now you close. So we're going to close everything else out. We're going to close Umodel. Go still with the file there. We're going to close that. And now your last step is to load up Fortnite. Okay guys, so now we're in game. And what the next thing you want to do is, you're going to go to your locker. You're going to look through here. And you're going to find the skin that you CID for it. So it'll show up as that skin. Like I said, the code was too long, so if you copy what I just did, it's going to make it so that we're going to see the Recon Expert. So we're looking for Recon Expert, and there she is. So it's going to show as Recon Expert, but don't worry, it's not going to be Recon Expert like I said. So problem is you want to preview what the loadout looks like until you get into game. So now I'm going to show you how not to get kicked out of game. So what you're going to do is, you're going to go squad, you're going to go no fill. You're going to ready up. And as soon as you get into game, you're going to want to press escape and leave. So if you enjoyed this video guys, leave a like, subscribe. If we get to 150 likes, I will do a tutorial on how to do back blings. So also follow my social media in the description below, and I'll see you later guys. Have a good one. Stay safe.